because we cannot put eye on people in the previous government looted money. They are enjoying money inside the air conditioning and eating chicken. And we are borrowing money to implement budget, Mr. Speaker. Seriously, there is failure. Let this government, and I am advising this house and the federal government to straighten the anti-corruption, because I can see a government official working inside the government, sleeping inside the 2-3 billion house. And Mr. Speaker, we say we are fighting corruption. I am sure if we put eye well and investigate and do interrogation camp within the 6 geopolitical zone, like in the east, we do a strong interrogation camp in Sambisa. Whoever been arrested will go there. He will tell you where he buried the dollar. Because people bury the dollar like a dead body in this country, Mr. Speaker. That is why dollar is scarce. That is why dollar is scarce. And when we go deep, Mr. Speaker, seriously into this investigation, you will surprise the dollar you will see. We will implement 10 years budget without borrowing any kobo. Because this country, Mr. Speaker, we are blessed. In the previous government, look at $148 per barrel. That is how we sell it. Where is that money? Designing alone go with $65 billion. And he is living inside the air conditioning in London. Mr. Speaker, how can we say we are fighting corruption? So seriously, Mr. Speaker, this borrowing, if Mr. President will put red eye on the anti-corruption agencies, and I am advising Mr. President to put his glass, not white glass, black glass, on this anti-corruption agency, to do a strong investigation where our leakages, money that go like money in the public servant, Mr. Speaker, if you surprise. So seriously, Mr. Speaker, that is why we are suffering, because we came to the government without money, and we find the crude oil price has gone down. While the crude oil has gone down, Mr. Speaker, we find the crude oil has already gone down, and we no money to implement budget. That is why we are borrowing. But why? Where is the money we get before we come to the government? When the petrol crude oil is reasonable price, with a reasonable price in the market. Where are the money? For almost 5 to 6 years, we are selling 2-point-something million barrel times $148, Mr. Speaker. And my last advice is, there is issue of farmers. All these bushes you see in this country, Mr. Speaker, that is occupied by criminals now. We're supposed to clear that bush, introduce mechanized farming. This budget, let agric take money. Let us put money to farmers and take it direct to them from Ministry of Agric, direct to the farmers. Mr. Speaker, I am sure if we do this, we will, by next year, maybe we will forget what is called oil revenue. Through farming, we can get money that we can implement budget, and we will not rely on the oil, because oil has gone. Development has come in the, look at some countries, even yesterday, Mr. Speaker.
Chief is not willing to ask you to.
Okay, Hon.Gudaje, your time is off.
No, seriously, because I'm telling the truth, Mr. Speaker. That is the reality. That is the reality, Mr. Speaker. I am telling the truth. And seriously, Mr. Speaker, if we clear that places and put money in the farming, we will eradicate unemployment. We will allocate all these hectares to our team unemployment youth, and the majority of our people will go for farming, different varieties of farming in the different our geopolitical zone. At last, we will reduce the rely on oil, because we cannot put eye on people in the previous government looted money. they are enjoying money inside the air condition and eating chicken. And we are borrowing money to implement budget, Mr. Speaker. Seriously, there is failure. Let this government, and I am advising this house and the federal government to straighten the anti-corruption, because I can see a government official working inside the government, sleeping inside the 2-3 billion house. And Mr. Speaker, we say we are fighting corruption. I am sure if we put eye well and investigate and do interrogation camp within the 6th geopolitical zone, like in the east, we do a strong interrogation camp in Sambisa. Whoever been arrested will go there. He will tell you where he buried the dollar. Because people bury the dollar like a dead body in this country, Mr. Speaker. That is why dollar is scarce. That is why dollar is scarce. And when we go deep, Mr. Speaker, seriously into this investigation, you will surprise the dollar you will see. We will implement 10 years budget without borrowing any kobo. Because this country, Mr. Speaker, we are blessed. In the previous government, look at $148 per barrel. That is how we sell it. Where is that money? Mr. Speaker, I am from the State. Mr. Speaker, persons I will say in this 2022 budget, I commend and I salute Mr. President. Seriously, Mr. President break history in this country in terms of budget implementation, because we can witness 2022 and this 2021 that is ongoing is implemented 100%, which since I joined politics I never see 100% implementation. But my observation, Mr. Speaker, in this budget is, first of all, in the health. When you look at the budget and calculate well, you will see that it's 2.7% put in the health and 3.7% in education. Seriously, these two places need a good money, because Mr. President said on this floor when he is presenting budget that this is the last budget to be implemented by this administration. So in education and the health, seriously, we need to put more money so that we can upgrade all our health sectors. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, in terms of unemployment, we have to put at least out of that 16 trillion, 1 trillion supposed to go for employment, to put it for employment, employing unemployment youth, 1 trillion. And it's supposed to be every year, 1 trillion will go for employment. I am sure if we do that, we will eradicate unemployment gradually in this country. Sadly, Mr. Speaker, we have to fear God and go for oversight. Members, we have to go straighten oversight, because playing with the oversight is the thing that make MDS to do whatever they want. Most of the MDS are playing for implementation after the president has released 100% money. I surprised when I see some project is not implemented, and I heard that president approved 100% release. So seriously, if we put eye on MDS, the grassroots will enjoy the dividend of democracy. Thirdly, Mr. Speaker, look at the debt service. The debt service, Mr. Speaker, last year is 2 point something, this year is 3 point something trillion. We're supposed to strengthen our anti-corruption war. I am sure, Mr. Speaker, if we go in a serious investigation and created strong interrogation team, we will recover money that we will implement 10 years budget in this country.